Hello everyone, it is me Vegeta T23 and welcome back to my new What If. Today we're talking about what if Vegeta was born a Saiyan God. Before I start, I'd like to mention that I created a Discord server for you to join. The link is in the description of this video, so if you'd like to join in and talk to me and the rest of my fans, it's there. I'd also like to mention that I created an Instagram so you can survey my very uninteresting life. I mainly post Osu stuff. Now back to the video. In the last part, we discussed how Vegeta was born and his exclusive and unique characteristics. He was overpowered from the start, so much that even a dozen of his comrades didn't even stand a chance against him. Everything goes pretty much as in canon, like destruction of planet Vegeta and Goku's journey to Earth. Vegeta, Raditz, and Nappa go under the radar because, well, they realize that Frieza destroyed their planet. Raditz Saga rolls around and it goes the same. Then the Vegeta Saga. Vegeta was way more lenient about the whole thing this time and wanted to recruit Goku to take care of Frieza, and Goku went along with it. With the recap out of the way, let's continue the what if. On Earth, Vegeta realizes that Frieza went to Namek to search for wish orbs. Piccolo joins in on the thing too. Vegeta and Nappa prepare their pods, but before that happens, Mr. Briefs has them covered. They wait for the machine and Bulma gets around with Vegeta much earlier. The new ship with a gravity chamber so they can train all together, while Bulma, Krillin, Piccolo and Gohan are already on Namek. With all that, they went there. On Namek, Piccolo is surprised that this is his home planet. They sense Frieza almost immediately, but waited out a little more. They decide to grab at least one Dragon Ball before they actually figure out what he's here for. After a while of hiding, they overhear a conversation in one of the villages how Frieza plans to become immortal, so they take 3 out of 7 Dragon Balls and hide them in a place where no one's going to look. Piccolo then says that's enough hiding and that they should go beat him up once and for all. But he's stopped by Krillin, who says that it's a death wish, as said from Vegeta. Piccolo realizes just what he said and goes along with it. All the Saiyans are training in their own little ship in space. Goku was on Kaio's planet, so he's used to planet Vegeta gravity. So they start with 20 times normal gravity and bump it up gradually. Vegeta doesn't get that much of a boost because he's already buffed, but his power is skyrocketing at this point already. Goku slowly starts getting the feel of God energy as he spends more and more time with Vegeta. And before they know it, now buffed to the core, they manage to reach Namek quite fast. Upon their arrival, they get their first taste of an alien world after so long. They start searching for the Dragon Balls to take them away from Frieza first, but they sense something strong coming to the planet. Vegeta, being scared, he wonders if that might be Frieza. He turns out to be right as Frieza is just roaming around in his little pod. Everyone decides to hide their key and go in one of the houses as to prevent being seen. Frieza is now on the planet and guess where he goes? Exactly, the very same village Vegeta, Goku and the rest of the gang are in. Namekians prepare for what's awaiting, and with that, Frieza arrives. The tyrant then questions the Namekians about the Dragon Balls and if they have one, to give it kindly to him if they know what's good for them. They object, of course. So Frieza attempts to blast the village away, and as he shoots the blast, it stops. All of a sudden, the blast explodes, and once the dust settles, we see Goku and Vegeta guarding the Namekians. Vegeta then powers up and waits for Frieza to attack. And boy does Frieza attack. Goku and the others watch as Vegeta takes on Frieza. After throwing fists for a bit, they come to a standstill. Vegeta tells Frieza how he was indeed born special, and how he is a Saiyan God, only told from legends, and how he's never broken a sweat with Kaioken times 20 Goku and Nappa teaming up on him during training, saying he will obliterate that cum stain looking on his face. Vegeta then comes in rushing and kicking Frieza in the chin, telling him to pray to whatever god he believes in as he will kill him for all those years of serving him, thinking he did good for the universe. Frieza, being offended of course, goes and starts transforming. Frieza keeps on transforming as he goes to the second form and third form, actually impressing Vegeta. But Frieza keeps on going, reaching his final form. With that, they begin a new battle. Frieza, thinking he's unbeatable, he tries beating Vegeta's ass, but Vegeta is just standing there, taking a beating and saying how he's a deity, a Saiyan god, and how Frieza should actually listen. Vegeta stays the way he is and waits on Frieza to attack again, and he does, trying to make a dent on the Saiyan Prince. After a short and eventless skirmish, Frieza then goes completely nuts, aims at the Saiyans and fires a big ass blast at them. Vegeta is calm and just gets in front of the blast like he did for the village, but this time he fires a very thick beam, going right through the blast, splitting it and firing through it. It makes its way to Frieza. Frieza has literally no time to dodge, so he gets hit and gets split in half, leaving only the legs, a small bit of torso and a head. Frieza is shocked that he was defeated by the one he feared the most, that being Vegeta. Vegeta then flies up to him and points his hand to Frieza as he's fired one last blast, completely disintegrating the tyrant. All the Dragon Balls are giving back. With that, they find their inner peace at the very last, and the Namekian villagers thank the Saiyans, and the Saiyans go back to Earth. They have a safe trip back to Earth, and once they arrive, they go and celebrate it. Vegeta noticed how he's changed quite a lot from the time he dished the Frieza Force up until now, because he didn't kill as often or at all sometimes. He knows his life has taken a good turn and, well, ended up on Earth in a permanent home from now on, and also hooks up with Bulma. One day, they all sense a massive key arriving just in the outskirts, and they can recognize it quite easily as it's similar to Frieza's. Vegeta comes to the conclusion that it's possible Frieza's dad, and that he wouldn't mind killing the dad too to complete the mission. On the way there, Vegeta gets a weird sensation, like he's sensing someone's energy, but it's near King Cold and is intensifying by every second. To top it all off, it feels just like his own ki. They arrive there and they see King Cold obviously and a pink-haired stranger destroying Cold. Once Cold was gone, the kid went from pink hair to purple hair and looked on towards our Z fighters. He descends to them and asks to speak to Goku, and Goku obliges. Once alone, he tells Goku his name is Trunks and that he is from the future, how Bulma and Vegeta are his parents, and then getting to the real point, how that he will die from a heart virus that has no cure in the present before the battle. When Goku asks what battle, Trunks tells him everything about the androids. Goku is bummed he doesn't get to take a crack at them. Future Trunks is amazed that Goku wants to stand up to the challenge and that his mother was right about him. Future Trunks gives him the heart medicine and says he believes in Goku because he has to learn to tap into God Ki in these 3 years. Trunks tells Goku to keep it his darkest of secrets, or he might not be conceived. With that, Trunks leaves just like he came. Goku comes back to the group and the guys question him. Goku is quite reluctant about everything, but Piccolo spills the beans and tells everyone everything that's about to happen. So they start training for the next 3 years. 3 years pass and they're ready for the androids. They get to the outskirts and wait. We see Bulma with a child. Goku accidentally spills out the name and the father, but goes relatively unnoticed. But Bulma is just surprised that he knows and asks how does he know. Goku brushes it off and waits alongside Bulma. The androids arrive, so Goku gives Bulma the sensus and the Z fighters then depart into the city to search for the androids. They manage to find 19 and 20 and tell them to go in the outskirts to fight. The androids agree to the terms and then depart. With that, we're leaving things be for now. Thank you for watching. If you think I should start making some merch, then click dislike, but if you like the video, hit that like button. If you'd like me to cover your idea in the near future, comment down below, and as always, peace out.